Okay, so that is our fifth candle. I would now like to give my speech as per the program, and I must say it's been quite the year uh, this year. But like I believe when we were attending um, President Henry's installation a few hours ago, Tusu made some comments there about choosing to look at the silver lining. So here goes my speech. 2020, 2021, what a year. We have been through ups and downs and continue to live through the challenges that COVID has thrown our way. Napoleon Hill says, every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Although we may not have seen each other as often as we liked, we built new friendships and cemented the ones that we already had. And at Kitante, I must say I am so proud of my fellow kitmates because we were able to rally together when we suffered loss, when we suffered pain, but we were also able to celebrate the various milestones. So for those of you who know Timothy Mpanga, he's
Recording in progress.
who keeps us going in terms of the club administration. And we shared a very happy moment with Timothy when he graduated this year. We also saw many businesses which were birthed during this period. And these are just a few slices and more by our very own Sarah, we fondly call Afande Professor, Naya Spar by the outgoing Secretary Rebecca, and more recently, Chakula City by our service director Raymond. So everybody was busy. They were not just sitting on their laurels and doing, not going about it, a day-to-day work. For our member spotlight segment during our fellowships, we were able to learn a little bit more of each other. And this particularly helped us because we were not able to enjoy the home hospitality sessions the way we would have loved to. In the member spotlights, we were able to discover some very interesting things about our members. I won't go into them, but for me, the highlight I think was I can recall for Ronald Tusime. I thought I knew him quite well, having served with him several times on the various boards that we had at Kitante. But when he did his member spotlight, I truly learned a lot more about who he is, what makes him happy, what makes him tick. And that was, a great moment. We also had the fantastic opportunity to be hosted by Rotarians Ada and Lady Justice Anna Mugenyi, as well as Carol and Andrew Tegeka as part of what we fondly called our Hoimacation. As part of this trip, we were able to visit and be taken around to the Kabale International Airport, not to be confused with the one in northwestern Uganda. This is the one in the oil city, and to familiarize ourselves with the opportunities in the oil and gas sector. During that vacation, we were challenged. I am a self-confessed couch potato, but even in Hoima, we have our fans champions who basically challenge us every day. Maxi, Rotarians Maxi, Abba, Andrew, Agre, Robert, Nicholas, Ronald, and most recently, President Peter has attempted to join this group. So it must be, I hope you continue to gather momentum. When Maxi shared that she had walked from Munyonyo to, I think it was to Najana Kumbi and back, I was put to shame because I have been secretly sharing my steps with her, but I even fear to post them in the group, but we'll start that journey slowly by slowly. Another thing that has kept us going together and has helped us remain positive and maintain this family spirit and camaraderie at Kitante is those famous morning quotes. And our if you like, quotes kings. We have Ada, Rotarians Ada, Andrew, and Robert. And Abba always comes back with some very interesting ones as well. So we appreciate all that. It definitely kept things going. For our service projects, we were able to install an additional 4 community water points in partnership with National Water and Sewage Corporation to bring safe water to over 10,000 people living in Kamocha slum, which now brings us to a total of 8 points in that area. And we plan to install another 12 to make that 20. We participated in the World Environment Day, which was held in Ndeje. And together with the Rotary Club of Acacia Sunset, we were able to plant over 1 acre of bamboo seedlings. And we were ably represented here by Rotarians Maxi, Peter, President Peter, and past President Robert. Through the organizational efforts of Sarah Bimbona, we participated in a blood donation drive at Makerere University. And who can forget the efforts of Rotarian Hannington when we hosted the TRF fundraiser golf tournament at the Entebbe Golf Club, which I'm told to date has been able to raise 20 million shillings that will go towards helping us, in our service projects. And this event, by all accounts, was well enjoyed and will, I think, become an annual fixture on the club's calendar. So access to public health in Uganda remains quite the challenge, and getting the required treatment and services even more so. The right to health is embedded in our constitution, but we still don't have equitable access. In addressing the maternal health challenge at Kamocha Christian Caring Community Health Center, we unearthed an even more ambitious project. We initially were approached to expand the maternity ward, but found that the space that they had was not going to be suitable for the ambitions they had for this particular unit. And in discussions, we found that actually what they had planned for was a community hospital, which is intended to have 300 beds. So we have embarked on a journey to bring this $1.2 million project to life together with partners, friends, and well-wishers. And this will allow us to work together with KCCC to serve over 40,000 people who surround the Kamocha area with healthcare service. And I invite all of you to join hands with us to make this a reality. I would also like to recognize the efforts of some Rotarians in particular. I don't know whether we can call them the Rotarians of the year. If I start with my board, our club admin, dear Jeanne, has been, I could guess you could say she has, I think in an oxymoron, I can say she has been my man Friday, even though she's a lady. I could not have done half the things that I did without her diligent work and persistence. In service beyond the club, we have an ongoing challenge. Every time we talk about service beyond the club, our past president Agre's name comes up, and he has consistently done this through various participation in district or activities, and more notably in the district conferences, where he's organized those events seamlessly through his expertise in the area. Finally, I would like to really extend my thanks to my fellow kitmates, the board, we call him our father of the club, and now President Henry Rugamba, the past assistant to Governor Christine Namayanja, and to all the opportunity presidents, as well as to my own immediate family, Daudi and Donald, for all their support and encouragement during my term. I remain committed to use service for change in our communities and our country, and I look forward to seeing what we can do to transform the lives, not just for our immediate community, but for the country and for the world. Thank you very much, and I guess back to you, our MC. Is Rotarian Andrew available? Okay, we seem to be having some technical difficulties. President Peter, is Antonia ready with your speech, your introductory speech? Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Antonia Namugenze Kasedde. I am the second born of the president-elect. We are 4 children. The firstborn is Brian Kasedde, who is in the UK preparing to join university. The other 2 are here today. They are George Kasedde, the third born, and Harvey Kakembo, the last born. I am representing them here as I introduce to you the president-elect of the Rotary Club of KITANTE, Mr. Peter Kasedde. He went to King's College, Budo for his O and A levels. He holds a Bachelor of Commerce degree majoring in accounting. He has worked in various companies in the marketing fields at management level, i.e. Uganda Breweries, Uganda Telecom, until he opened his own company called Corporate Investment Brokers in the insurance business. He is now a businessman and a realtor. He is a born Rotarian who has been in Rotary for 4 years. He is the most generous person I know. He is kind, funny, and God-fearing. He has contributed so much to Rotary that he got a Paul Harris Fellow. I am sure that he will be a great president because God chooses the right leaders for his people. Just like he chose Moses to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, he has chosen Mr. Peter Kasedde to be the president of this club. It gives me great pleasure to introduce my dad as your new president. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Wow, thank you. I take the speech away. Bye.
Kembo, come and say bye.
Bye.
The other is in the UK, you said, so maybe next week when I fly over there. President Kasedde, as you note that you have 2 important items coming up, and one of them is Christine, who is the outgoing assistant governor. Christine Namayanja will be giving us her remarks, and after that she will be introducing the incoming assistant governor, and who in turn will invite not the past dead or gone governor, but PDG Ken Mugisha. So for now, I want to invite Assistant Governor Christine Namayanja.
Thank you very much, MC. I hope that, can you confirm that I'm audible and you can hear me?
Yeah, you're very audible.
Yes, I heard that. So thank you so much, MC, and our IPP, Jackie Damara, fellow Rotarians from the Rotary Club of KITANTE, and obviously not to forget our incoming president, our president today actually, because this is 1st July, Peter Kasedde. Looking back at the opportunity, I must say that I was speaking to Jackie earlier today, and I did tell Jackie that I think she was the appropriate president for the Rotary Club of Kitante at the right time, because the opportunity year was a year of resilience. When we started, I remember, especially in the early trainings, the pets and other engagements that we made before opportunity year actually started, none ever imagined that we would still be meeting remotely, that our engagement, our bonding, all the physical meetings would be hugely affected the way they were in the opportunity year. None of us knew that we would actually complete the opportunity year without physically meeting the way we should have been meeting. But I want to congratulate President Jackie, IPP Jackie, and her board for the resilience, for the passion, and for leading the club during these difficult times. The achievements that the club has made and relating to IPP Jackie's speech are not cheap in any means, because there was a lot of hard work, there was a lot of follow-up, there was a lot of commitment behind that, knowing that we were working in different ways than we're normally used to. So thank you so much, IPP Jackie, for leading the club. And I want to emphasize, you were the right president at the right time. PE Peter, you're coming in, President Peter, you're coming in, and I believe that there's a lot you're going to learn from how President IPP Jackie has led the outgoing year. I want to congratulate also the club for being that strong, passionate club. I want to note that as I was reviewing these clubs, I think for me, Rotary Club of Kitante really scores high. It's a strong club, strong membership, and there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential, and we are looking forward to seeing that in the coming year. So without further ado, allow me to introduce the incoming AG, and that's Rotarian Petra Sansatenua. The first thing I want to say to you, AG Petra, is that you are lucky you're taking on a great, strong club. They are movers, they are committed, and it's not going to be very difficult. Unfortunately, I don't know when COVID is ending, and hopefully the engagement is not impacted the way it was impacted for us, because we couldn't meet physically enough, we're always remote. So I'm going out not exactly having bonded with every member, but I am looking forward to continuing being part of this club. So our Rotarian Petra Sansa is the coming assistant governor. She's married with 3 children, and she is supply chain management and procurement professional. Petra is educated, and obviously by being a supply chain and procurement professional, she did definitely go through all the levels of education, with her highest achievement being the Masters of Science in Procurement and Supply Chain Management from our prestigious Makerere University. Our AG now, Petra, is a member of the Chartered Institute of Purchasing and Supply Chain, and she's also a member of the Procurement Professionals of Uganda. She is currently serving as the head of procurement of Absa Bank, Uganda. Our AG, besides her qualifications, I want to mention a few other certifications that she has had. She received certification in corporate governance, risk management from King for African Corporate Governance Conference that she attended in South Africa. She's participated in so many trainings, and therefore PE and the incoming board, please use our assistant governor to support you and also train you in various areas. Some of these include leadership and management skills, coaching and mentorship, and many others that I believe are customer care and customer service and care, and many others that as you engage with her, you will learn from. Our AG this year is also serves beyond Rotary and in other areas. She's a board member of the Uganda National Roads Authority, and she's a board director, and also serves on the Forum of South African Businesses in Uganda. She's served with various organizations before ABSA, and some of those include Population Services International, again in her supply chain profession, Stanbic Uganda, Way Technologies, Centenary Bank. Our AG is a member of the Rotary Club of Kampala Sese, and she still is a very active member, and due to her active and engagement in Rotary, in her club, she served in various capacities that eventually blossomed her into the president of the Rotary Club of Kampala Sese during the Rotary year 2019-2020. Therefore, she is a past president of the club, and she definitely has a lot of expertise in leading clubs, and therefore you have a lot to benefit from her. Among Petra's achievements, she was recognized in Rotary, recognized by Women in Rotary as a transformational leader. Wonderful. And also her club emerged as a winner in community service projects, and also as a runners-up in public relations during her presidency for the District 9211. So KITANTE, Rotarians, friends, all of you joining us today, join me to welcome our Assistant Governor for the Rotary year 2021-2022, Rotarian Petra Sansa. Over to you, MC.
Our incoming Assistant Governor, Nalongo Petra Sansa, is online. Please confirm.
I am online, Rotarian Andrew. Thank you.
You're most welcome, Assistant Governor. May we now have your remarks, and of course you have the obligation, as you know, to introduce our past district governor, chief guest now, Ken Mugisha. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, MC Rotarian Andrew. Our guest of honor, past district governor Ken Mugisha, district Rotary officers, friends of Rotary, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and privilege to be joining the family of KITANTE. First of all, I would like to bring warm greetings from Rotary Club of Kampala Sese Islands, a sister club to KITANTE in so many ways, because in the past we have collaborated on activities, and specifically that was during connecting President Semakula's year. I hope we can rejuvenate this collaboration going forward. Allow me congratulate Opportunity President Jackie, your team, and the entire membership of the club for a great year of service during these exceptional times of COVID time. Thank you to Assistant Governor Christine for your kind introduction, as well as the support that you've extended to the club, and therefore enabled them deliver and execute their mandate. As an incoming AG, I pledge my total support, my availability to the club as we serve the communities. My friends, I would like to remind us that we have been invited by Rotary International President Sheikh Ameta to each one of us to invite at least one members, because we know that the more hands we have, the more service we can provide to our communities. We also know that the more people we have, the more hands we will have to give to our Rotary Foundation. And lastly, we know that the more people we invite, the more friends we invite to join Rotary, we will make very strong, meaningful relationships, but also friendship that will enable us serve our communities. In addition, our district governor has specifically invited us as well to carry out a maternal and child activity during this year. My dear friends, we are sisters, we are daughters, we are fathers, we are mothers as Rotarians. And therefore, this call from our district governor, John, is very relevant and close to our hearts, but also relevant to our communities. Finally, I welcome a change maker, Peter, and your team as you serve to change lives, as our Rotary theme of the year is. I know that President Peter has had very great planning activities with the members, and I am sure that he's going to steer this club with what I've termed a business unusual mindset as we reach out to the different communities that we already serving, but also specific focus. We will know that President Peter and the team rebuilt the club membership and participation during the year, which enabled him to execute excellently in these unprecedented times. And we have full confidence in President Peter that he will be able to deliver that. I wish you and the entire club a blessed and fruitful year of service. Thank you very much. Members have also been requested to introduce our guest of honor. A very distinguished Rotarian, a senior leader, my friend and mentor, who inspires many of us to serve with a difference, with a smile, always and at all times. Our guest of honor is past District Governor Kenneth Mugisha. He's a Rotarian for the last 25 years at the Rotary Club of Mienga, where he has served in different capacities, including, and of course, as a president. Beyond the club, a guest of honor has served in different capacities as well. And friends, allow me to summarize. He has served as an assistant governor, as a district treasurer. He has served in the youth service docket, in TRF, in strategic planning, and also he has served as a fundraising chair for Uganda Rotary Blood Bank. Amongst other chairmanships in Rotary, he has also served as fundraising chair for the DCS and also a trustee for Uganda Rotary Cancer Program. He is a patron, Rotary Mission Green, and also a director for Rotary Vision Paul. Our past district governor has attended 22 Rotary International Conventions and 17 district conferences. He has spoken to 2 Rotary International Conventions and 6 zone institutes. He is a businessman and sits on several governing boards. He was recognized as the most outstanding Rotarian of the Rotary Club of Mienga at the Silver Jubilee celebration. PDG Ken also was nominated as the best district governor in the zone for Africa in the year 2017-2018. And our district then, District 9211, was nominated as the best district of the year. He was appointed as the chair for Africa, Madagascar, Mauritius, Seychelles, and Reunion for the Environmental Sustainability Rotarian Action Group. He was appointed also as a co-chair for the All African Zone Institute. He's a chair fundraising for the $4 million project that we are currently running with underwater sanitation and hygiene in partnership with USAID and Rotary International. He sits on a number of boards, and these include, he's the board chair for Malaria Free Uganda, which board oversees malaria elimination by 2030. He also sits on Malaria Partners Uganda, and also he's a patron Rotarian Dancing Fellowship. The past district governor, Ken, was appointed by Rotary International President in May to represent him at the DCA for District 9110 in Lagos and Ogun State as his personal representative. He is also the Assistant Regional Foundation Coordinator, Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator. He is a director, SRAC, and he contributes to service through giving to TRF. He is a major donor level 2. He has contributed to date $35,000 US. He is a Bequest, a society member, level 4. With that, friends, join me in welcoming our guest of honor this afternoon, the past district governor, Ken Mugisha Wycliffe. Thank you.
For that kind introduction of our guest of honor, past district governor Ken, I want to request our IT desk to run us a small but exciting video as past district governor Ken and my president, Peter Kasedde, prepare to do the honors of the next item. Thank you very much. In the meantime, I'll be requesting President Henry Rugambwa and Bagabo, who come from very well clans that tame reign, to start off now. Thank you very much. As the IT confesses to do the best, I request members who have not yet served to visit the serving point. I'll also request Tinka and your brothers not to make a lot of noise at the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 5th virtual installation of President-elect of the Rotary Club of KITANTE, Mr. Kasedde Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 5th virtual installation of President-elect of the Rotary Club of KITANTE, Mr. Kasedde Peter.
You ready? Yeah. Thank you very much for that short video. I want to invite the chief guest, past district governor Ken Mugisha, together with our president. But before you do that, allow me to invite the first lady to be here with us as this very important function commences. Immediate past President Jackie, are you there? Rotarian Jackie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Of course, you know the last item on your program this evening is either to hand over peacefully or otherwise. So we request you to do the needful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Sorry, and for sure, I am not claiming any further Visanja. I have run the term as defined in the Rotary, and I happily and willingly hand over the mantle to President Peter Kasedde.
Please, you can come to the left. Kenya. Supposed to be there. Have you sprayed it? Hold on.
Fellow Rotarians, Rotractors and friends, this afternoon is one of our greatest moments in the biggest service organization in the world, and I'm so privileged and honored to officiate at the installation of a personal friend, but also to recognize an outgoing and outstanding leader, the First Lady President of the Rotary Club of KITANTE. And it's only 5 years ago when this club was in provisional status, and we're looking forward on inviting our friends over the years in the starting of an interesting journey in their lives. And part of the people who started the Rotary Club of KITANTE was a special friend and so many other friends. And that is why I will take this opportunity to recognize the Charter President, Agri, and our brother, Agri Kagonyera, my brother Semakula, and many others who felt it fit that it was time for them to do good to others in this world. Jackie, you've presented to the listeners online about your achievements for the year. It doesn't matter how much we do, but we must respect our organization in the way we operate. That we do good to others, but through service, we use 1 year to commit, inspire, and guide our members in achieving our goals. I'd like to invite the children to come and join us. Today, at the family of my great friend Peter Kasedde, we celebrate bringing in a new leader in the Rotary Club of KITANTE. Together with his entire family is a sign of commitment of the support he is going to receive from his family, the time and resources he's going to share between them, but also to recognize and celebrate him as the only president in the House. Friends, allow me at this time,
it's 4 o'clock,
to receive my great friend and brother Peter Kasedde by decorating him as the president of the Rotary Club of KITANTE for the year 2021-2022. Friends, many of you are online and all of you are listening in. Please join me to receive Peter Kasedde as the Changemaker President of the Rotary Club of KITANTE. He is fifth. Also receive the gong and bell to recognize you as the leader of your club, to guide, inspire, to promote discipline and order in your club fellowships, to make sure that the only hour we use in fellowship is meaningful to the club and adds value to the communities we serve. Congratulations.
Congratulations and celebrations.
Can we sing my anthem, please, DJ? Can we all join in, those who are online, to sing Omushaija Kani Murungi? Omushaija Kani Murungi, Omushaija Kani Murungi, Omushaija Kani Murungi. Kana yenjenjeta, kana yenjenjeta, kana yenjenjeta. Omushaija Kani Murungi, Omushaija Kani Murungi, Omushaija Kani Murungi. Kana yenjenjeta. Thank you.
Okay, give me my book. It's here. Yes, you can go. Yes. Thank you. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to first of all thank the Almighty God for this day. This is a wonderful day, especially in the family of the Kasedde family. I would like to thank the members of KITANTE who have entrusted me with this responsibility to lead them in the year of changing lives, serving to change lives, 2021, 2022. I would like to thank our District Governor, Special Representative, President now, Henry Rugamba, who started the Rotary Club of KITANTE. And those who have not had the opportunity to see my speech in the magazine, I was the pioneer member, charter member of this club, and shortly I'll give you that story. I'd like to thank the outgoing President, Jackie Namara, who has done a very wonderful job during this time of the pandemic She has managed to hold us together, fellowship, engaged us, and handed over a club that is still strong in spite of the fact that we're going through many challenges. I'd like to thank my late father, who inspired me to become a Rotarian, although he struggled to make me become a member. Let's give him a hand of applause. I'd like to thank most especially my wife, Elizabeth Moirinde Kasedde, and my children, Brian Femambo, to recognize the past presidents who have run this club from the beginning. The charter president, Alice Namuli, past president, Agri Kagonyera, past president, Robert Semakula, and past president now, Jackie Namara. I'll briefly take you through what we plan and what our focus is in the club for the year 2021-2022. As mentioned before by our past president, Jackie Namara, we have embarked on a special project to build a hospital in the Kamocha project, in the Kamocha community. We have realized that we need to adopt a strategy, which is to adopt a village, and our village is going to be Kamocha. There's so many projects that we're going to run in this Kamocha community. We're going to fight malaria. We're going to focus on health. We already have the iWash projects running in there, which were our signature projects in there. And we plan this year to make sure that all the necessary initial stages of starting a hospital in Kamocha are achieved. Approvals, partnerships, we have already located the land, and we furthermore plan to partner with our mother club on projects in conjunction with the Mukono Hospital, to me, which is passionate, as my late father was the one who donated the land on which that hospital is built. Rotary International's focus is membership growth, and as a club, we plan, first of all, to retain 100% membership. The target is each member of a club, all over, with all the other clubs, at least one member to bring in one person, so that is a target of double. Our minimum target is at least 25% growth, and we commit through engagement and involvement to achieve this. I will not talk so much about this in detail, but we will be communicating on this. I cannot do all these plans alone as Peter Kasedde, President 2021-22. I planned, or we are going to work as a team. And the team with me to achieve these plans, and these are 5-year plans. We want to move away from my year as Peter Kasedde, this is what I did. We want to have a 5-year discussion. As the Rotary Club of Kitante, in 5 years, we have now the best hospital in Kamocha. Now, allow me to introduce my board. I'll be working with the following people. My vice president is Rotarian Carol Ntegeka, who is now the president-elect. I'll have a presidential advisor. You know presidents love that post of having presidential advisors, who has already started her work, and that is none other than immediate past president, Jackie Namara Rukari. The club secretary is none other than Andrew Banturachi, who prefers to be called CEO, because where he's working, I think his target is to become CEO in his company. So he's now a CEO in the Rotary Club of Kitante. The treasurer is Rotarian Betty Chakua, very committed and very focused. As I speak today, she has broken the record in the Rotary Club of Kitante, where she has gotten 15 members paid up and confirmed for the District Conference Assembly in Naivasha. I think we need to put our hands together for that. The Sergeant at Arms is Rotarian Anita Kubugi. Our TRF Director is Rotarian Hannington Mpima, who I really appreciate for his effort in mobilizing funds. He has got us to the level of having a signature project every year at the Golf Club of Entebbe, where we fundraise funds for our special projects. And I believe the money that is going to come from this project, from this fundraising activity at the Entebbe Golf Club, will be moving to the hospital project. Our club admin is Diajan. This one I could not let go because of the work she has done for the past presidents. And putting this together is none other than Diajan. She will call you in the morning, call you at lunchtime, call you in the afternoon. Even at home, they know Diajan. Diajan is so committed, and she's very strong in terms of holding us together. And I think I request everybody watching, please put your hands together for Diajan. We have our Service Projects Director, Raymond Kalema, who has a very tough job, especially during this pandemic time, where we cannot physically meet, and he has to do most of the work alone. And he will be assisted by our president-elect, Carol, and those two together, I believe they will be able to achieve our project plans in Rotary Club of Kitante. We're privileged to have our Legal and Procurement Director, Lady Justice Anna Mjenyi Bitaturi. What more would you want to have as a legal director other than a judge? So we are guaranteed that all our constitutions, everything, approvals, all those can be achieved. Our youth director is a young lady who's ably capable to achieve all the tasks of this role, and that is Becky Kamwine. Becky Kamwine will also work closely with our president nominee, Sarah Bimbonwa. Then we have our membership director, Maximilia Biencha. Our club is full of marketing guys, you know, but we thought we need to go a little bit corporate. She's a very corporate person, so we want more legal people, we want engineers, we want doctors. We're in a pandemic season, so there's none other than Maximilia who will be able to achieve this for us. Our public relations director is Sumin Namaganda. I was now moving to an accent kind of thing. Sumin Namaganda is our public relations director. Our director, family of Rotary, is a very compassionate person, financially able, and that is Rotarian Becky Kimome Bajenda. Then our director training and education is Rotarian Nicholas Muhire. And with this board, I'm confident that we shall be able to deliver during the year 2021, 2022. It's going to be a tough year because of the environment right now. But we believe that this is a strong board. They are young, energetic, committed. They have adapted to the digital world. Our father Henry Rugambo and myself are struggling coming from the analog, but we shall handle since we have this support team. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to thank you and to thank the we call them kitmates, the KITANTE members, for giving us this opportunity to serve in the year 2021, 2022. 2021, 2022. Thank you. It's time for swearing.
Thank you very much. Our chief guest, I invite you to witness, among others, the oath of presidency that will be binding President Peter Kasedde for the duty he's going to execute as the president of the club. Thank you very much.
This feels like I'm at Kololo Airstrip. Oath of the President. I, Peter Kasedde, do solemnly pledge that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the Rotary Club of KITANTE, and that I will, to the best of my ability, support the District Governor and the Rotary International President, and that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of this club. So help me God.
Amen.
President Peter Kasedde, please now you can take your seat, but desist from what you've just said. Please have a seat. Colleagues, join me in welcoming our chief guest to give his remarks. Past District Governor Ken Mugisha.
Thank you, Andrew, for doing a very good job. I congratulate my brother Peter Kasedde on assuming and taking that responsibility of being the next leader of his Rotary Club. And in a special way, thank you for being one of the champions who made it happen that today we see a very strong and vibrant club in the Rotary Club of KITANTE. Earlier on, I was watching when we were installing a new president for the Rotary Club of Kampala, a club which has lived the years, and a club which started my Rotary Club, the Rotary Club of Muyenga. I once again congratulate the new club advisor, Henry Rugamba, who has this afternoon taken over the leadership of the Rotary Club of Kampala. Henry was so passionate when he felt that the Rotary Club of Kampala had given him a responsibility to take charge as a new club advisor to start and form a new Rotary Club, reaching out to our friends who had been at the peripherals friends were asking so many questions on who we are and what we do. Today, we see friends who are from the peripherals, friends who ask so many questions about who we are and what we do. And among those was Peter Kasedde, who is a Rotarian through blood, but he was just waiting to repent his sins to become a Rotarian. Peter, I thank you so much for having taken that bold decision, because as a friend over the years, that was one of my biggest concerns, that when is Peter joining and crossing that line to become a Rotarian? Yet, he was born from a Rotary family. The rest is history this afternoon and evening. When we talk about forming clubs, we can't forget that it's only a few years ago that my brother and friend Agre and Anne started to be the leaders, inviting friends and people from their own vocations and classifications. And you could think that the Rotary Club of KITANTE was a formation of Rotarians running and cutting across their professions, and people are interested in PR, people who are interested in entertainment business. Today, we celebrate diversity in Rotary. When we talk about supporting Rotarians in clubs, KITANTE is promoting diversity. We have 2 lady presidents, and now Peter is making 3 men presidents. But next year we are going to have another lady president. It's out of that that we remind ourselves that it was only a few years ago, not even 40 years, when women were invited in Rotary. Today we see women taking over leadership in Rotary, being one of the most dependable people we have in our organization. Dear Jeanne is one of those lady Rotarians who come with passion, commitment to serve, but also recognizing the need to be there and reach out for less privileged in our communities. Another one who has joined us here is Becky, another committed Rotarian, also a lady. We have so many of them who support what we do. When we talk about our foundation and strengthening and bringing in more women in Rotary, Peter, you have people to lean on. When recently you came to my office, the team we came with were these lady Rotarians who left whatever they were doing to come and support you as their leader. But I also believe that each and every one of your members comes with value addition in Rotary. If I was going to talk about the new clubs which have formed, like KITANTE, you'll be so shocked that these are people we've been talking to over the years. People who are saying that I don't think I'll ever join Rotary. Today, they COVID-19 has been one of the most challenging times in our times. But it hasn't been the first disaster in our lives. We shouldn't forget that in 1918 as Rotarians, for the first time we missed a Rotary International Convention. We have missed too during this pandemic. We are looking forward to joining Rotarians in Hawaii. We are looking forward to joining Rotarians in Taipei. We are not so sure whether we'll be there to join Rotarians in Houston. But our hearts have not moved and have not been shaken. That irrespective of those challenges, we understand and realize that mankind being our business, that we work so hard, invite men and women, our families into joining us in celebrating, sharing and caring for others. The theme of the year for the year 2021-22 is to serve to change lives. And out of that, the Rotary International President, Sheikh Ameta, is reminding each and every one of us about the value proposition we bring in our clubs, strengthening our membership, and growing and supporting our foundation through each one bring one, and doing more. And it is out of that that we shouldn't forget that more helping hands are needed in our organization. Post-COVID, we are going to promote peace around our neighborhoods. The Rotary Club of KITANTE, having spearheaded a campaign under the President Agre, by doing water and sanitation and hygiene projects in Kabocha, has made us realize that we don't have to drive miles in extending humanitarian service to communities, that the people around us are in need. Through inviting friends in joining our clubs, we extend that helping hands to so many other regions where we come from. Our 6 areas of focus, and today having added the 7th area of focus, which is supporting the environment, and the Rotary Club of KITANTE has been spearheading environmental programs, and I would like to thank the outgoing President Jackie for having promoted Rotary Mission Green, empowering and giving hope to the future generations that they're going to enjoy fresh air to breathe, to save the aquatic life in our rivers and lakes, to give hope to others through service is the only way we are going to remain relevant as Rotarians. I'm looking forward to see this club growing from strength to significance. And the only way we can do that is being selfless in everything we do. We shouldn't forget about our core values, integrity being one of them. We shouldn't forget about the so many human beings out of there who have lost their jobs. I'm so happy that Peter, out of your so many things you've thought about strengthening your club through club retention of members. I believe over the years we've suffered losses of members because of the value proposition we are never giving. Fellow Rotarians, it is at this time that we promote our own in business and their professional careers. Many of our own have lost their jobs. How are we going to have them and retain them in our clubs? If any of us has a role they have been playing in whichever organization or businesses they've been doing, let's reach out to them. Let's support them. By doing that, we'll do more and grow more. Friends, this is a day and an event where we celebrate past leaders and receive and welcome new leaders in our clubs. Peter, believe that even if we are having redistricting, your club is part and parcel of me. We are going to become international partners in doing more to others. I will continue advising you as a leader, and it's through me and others that we are going to inspire you in doing more to others, supporting you to grow, and achieving as a president of your club. Being an achiever has been part of you. Being selfless is part of your DNA. And I believe out of that, together, we are going to make the world a better place. Thank you so much, and congratulations, and may the good Lord bless you all.
Okay. Thank you, Past District Governor Ken, for his being insightful, reading the environment and the mood this evening. Permit me, President, to invite Andrew Mturaki, whether he's online, so that he can give us a vote of thanks and probably the final toast. Andrew, are you there?
Rotarian Andrew. The MC, I'm not online, but with a very stable network. I hope I'm audible.
You're very audible.
Rotarians, thank you. Fellow Rotarians, friends of Rotary, presidents, district officials, assistant district governor, past district governors, you are all very welcome, and thank you very much for honoring, and everybody that is online to attend such an auspicious occasion. My job is really a very simple one, to pass a vote of thanks. Past district governor Ken Mugisha is not just my past district governor, but he's also a personal friend. When I listened to Ken Mugisha today and on several other occasions, whether in Rotary events or at social gatherings, the man just doesn't espouse Rotary. He lives and breathes and happens Rotary. Ken, you are such an inspiration. I'm one of those Rotary pagans who had taken forever to heed the call. But when I did, I continued to find inspiration. When I listened to you talk about Rotary, you are a mobile encyclopedia of service above self. And what a wonderful advisor, friend, mentor, and leader that the Rotary Club of KITANTE has found in you. Even when we run to you at a moment's notice, you have never given an excuse not to rally to our call. And for this, we will never take for granted past District Governor Ken. Thank you very much. We are extremely honored, and we can only say, may the good Lord continue to bless you, your family, and all your works to serve humanity above self. Thank you very much, and back to you, MC Rotarian Andrew.
we have here is the final toast. And for purposes of managing time, permit me to extend our sincere gratitude to Rotean Bagabo and Rotean Mosoke for taming the rain, because it was already running after us. And for that note, for excelling at taming rain, after that sip, please come and give us the final toast. Thank you very much. Please don't forget your jacket for purposes and of decorum here. Thank you very much, and maybe you can come along with your water.
Mr. President, and then past district governor. It's been a long day, and stopping rain takes a lot of energy, and that is why you see I'm not speaking with a lot of energy. Sometimes you have to put on in order to stop the rain. I've done my job, and it's a pleasure to be here. Everybody upstanding, raise your glasses. May I propose a toast to Rotary International. Rotary. Thank you so much. Pleasure. Yes.
Rotary, the world over.
Rotary, and now we can go.